Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into something that's been making a lot of noise online, selling resume templates.
Yeah,
Now,
it's a thing.
you might be thinking about starting this as a side hustle, or maybe you're just curious about how people are making money from it.
Right.
But either way, stick with us because we're going to break down this whole process.
Yeah.
We found this really interesting article from the Hustle Sunday
Mm-hmm.
called How to Start Selling Resume and Cover Letter Templates, a profitable side hustle guide.
Catchy.
And it was published on November 3rd, 2024.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this article is saying that some people are making serious bank,
Oh, wow.
even six figures
All right.
on Etsy
Right.
just by selling these templates.
That's pretty remarkable. I think this really taps into a couple of big trends,
Yeah.
the gig economy, the shift to digital, and how job applications are constantly changing.
Right.
People want to stand out, and they're willing to pay for tools that help them do that.
Yeah, so let's jump right into the first big takeaway from the article, Finding Your Niche.
Yeah.
The article emphasizes that you can't just create any random resume template
Right.
and just expect it to sell like crazy.
It's like any business.
Yeah.
Knowing your audience is key.
Yeah.
In this case, are you designing for recent grads, seasoned professionals,
Right.
or creatives?
Mm-hmm.
Each group has different needs and preferences. A recent grad might want a clean chronological layout
Right.
to highlight their education,
Yeah.
while a graphic designer might want something bold and visually engaging.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Like if you were to go to a job interview, you would tailor your outfit
Yeah.
to the job, right?
Yeah.
Like a corporate law firm interview
Right.
versus going to a design studio interview.
Totally.
So your resume template is
Yeah.
like that first impression,
It is.
but in the digital world.
Exactly. The article even gives some concrete examples.
Oh, perfect.
They mention that minimalist layouts are trending right now, especially for those recent grads we talked about.
Okay.
For creatives, something that incorporates icons and strategic pops of color might be a better fit.
Okay, so we've got our niche nailed down.
Yes.
Now, what about these design trends? How important are they?
Well, just like fashion,
Yeah.
what worked for resumes a decade ago might look completely outdated today.
Yeah.
Knowing the current trends is what keeps your templates fresh and appealing to buyers.
Yeah. The article dives into some of these trends: minimalist layouts, strategic use of icons, and even creative fonts.
Oh, wow.
It's interesting to see how much thought goes into something that seems as simple as a resume.
Take icons, for example.
Yeah.
They can be great for visually breaking up text
Right.
and highlighting skills.
Yeah.
But too many could look cluttered, so it's all about finding that balance.
Yeah.
It's important to know the pros and cons of each trend.
Right. And this brings us to the tools of the trade. What software do you actually need to create these templates?
The article covers a good range of options, which is great
Yeah.
because it caters to different skill levels.
Yeah.
Canva is mentioned as a fantastic starting point for beginners.
Right.
It's user-friendly,
Yeah.
it has drag-and-drop features, and tons of templates to get you started.
Perfect. And if you're looking for more control and flexibility, the article highlights Adobe InDesign
Yes.
as the industry standard.
That's the gold standard.
It's definitely more powerful,
Right,
but it comes with a steeper learning curve.
for sure. They even mentioned Microsoft Word,
Oh, really?
which is interesting
Yeah.
because it highlights the importance of accessibility.
Yeah.
Not everyone is a design guru.
Right.
So offering templates in various formats like PDF, DOCX,
Mhm.
and even Canva editable links
Yeah.
is key.
It's all about making it easy for the buyer.
Exactly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you've mastered the design aspect,
Wow.
how do you build a portfolio that actually attracts buyers?
The article stresses showcasing versatility.
Okay.
Think about different job fields, levels of experience,
Right.
and even design styles.
Mm-hmm.
Someone applying for an executive role needs a different template than someone fresh out of college.
Right. And they talk about the power of bundling.
Yes.
Instead of just selling a single resume template,
Right.
you offer a complete package resume, cover letter, maybe even a matching LinkedIn banner.
Yes.
It's like a one-stop shop for job seekers who want a cohesive and professional look.
They gave a great example of a bundle
Okay.
that included a resume, cover letter, and LinkedIn banner, all designed with a consistent style and color scheme.
Oh, cool.
It adds so much value for the buyer. Speaking of value, let's talk about pricing and platforms
Okay.
where the real money comes in.
Yeah, the article suggests starting with competitive pricing to build a customer base,
Right.
then gradually increasing prices
Mm,
as you get positive reviews and build a reputation. Makes sense.
right. And they point to Etsy and Creative Market as the go-to platforms for selling digital products.
Oh, interesting.
It's amazing how these sites have become entire marketplaces for this new digital economy.
Yeah, but the article doesn't stop there.
Right.
They also talk about the possibility of creating your own website. You have more control over your brand and pricing,
Right.
but you also have to work harder to drive traffic to your site.
It's a classic trade-off.
Right.
Convenience versus control.
So you've got your templates, your platform, your pricing strategy.
Yeah.
How do you actually get those templates seen by potential buyers?
That's where the marketing magic comes in.
Right.
And the article gives a ton of practical advice, social media,
Yeah.
especially visually engaging content,
Okay.
relevant hashtags, email lists,
Right.
and even SEO-driven blog posts.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about finding the right audience for your templates.
And remember how we talked about the importance of niche selection?
Yes.
Well, it plays a huge role in your marketing strategy as well.
Yes.
You need to understand where your target audience hangs out online. If you're targeting young professionals, Instagram might be your best bet,
For sure.
while Pinterest could be a good fit for creatives.
Exactly.
The article highlights a really cool example of using Instagram stories for before and after resume makeovers.
Oh, nice.
It's such a visual and impactful way to showcase the value of your templates.
Yeah.
You're scrolling through Instagram and bam,
Yeah.
you see this amazing transformation.
Yeah.
That's got to grab someone's attention.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered design, platforms, pricing, and even marketing.
Yeah,
Now for the part we've all been waiting for,
I know.
proof that this can actually work.
Yeah.
The article features some pretty inspiring success stories.
Oh, awesome.
The first story is about an Etsy seller who hit 6 figures by focusing on templates for young professionals.
Wow, good for them.
They started small, just like the article recommends, gradually building their portfolio and listening to customer feedback.
Okay.
They really built a thriving business from the ground up.
It's a classic entrepreneurial tale.
It is.
They identified a need in the market,
Yeah.
created a product that met that need, and marketed it effectively.
And their success speaks for itself.
Yeah. Next up, we have a creative market designer who specializes in ATS-friendly templates.
Oh, interesting.
For those who don't know, ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System. These are software programs that companies use to scan resumes and filter out candidates.
It's a crucial part of the hiring process these days.
Yeah.
This designer saw an opportunity to create templates that are not only visually appealing, but also designed to get past these automated systems.
Wow.
They've built a loyal following by focusing on both quality and functionality.
And the last success story featured in the article is an Instagram entrepreneur who's built an organic following by sharing career advice and visually appealing content.
Oh, cool.
They've positioned themselves as a career expert and used their platform to promote their templates.
It's a great example of how you can leverage the power of social media to build a brand and connect with your target audience. They're not just selling templates, they're providing valuable content and building a community.
But what's really inspiring is how these success stories showcase different paths to success.
Right.
You can leverage different platforms, marketing strategies, and design styles, and still achieve great results.
Exactly. And these are just a few examples. There are countless others out there who
Wow.
are building their own template empires
Right.
and finding their niche in this exciting digital world.
It's incredible to see how this seemingly simple idea can transform into a thriving business that is both creative and impactful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it really speaks to the power of entrepreneurship and the endless possibilities of the digital age.
But we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
We have.
So let's take a moment to process all this information before we move on. What are your initial thoughts so far?
Yeah. What's been your favorite part so far?
Yeah, anything that particularly stood out to you?
Yeah. What's fascinating to me is like the psychology behind all of this.
Yeah.
You know, these templates aren't just about aesthetics. They're designed to make an application stand out
Right.
in the flood of digital submissions.
Yeah, it's almost like you're reverse engineering the hiring process.
Right.
You're trying to figure out what's going to grab a recruiter's attention
Yes.
and what's going to make a resume more scannable.
And that ties directly back to staying current with those trends we discussed.
Right.
Remember that ATS software?
Yeah.
They're constantly evolving. So what worked a year ago might not be effective today.
It's almost like a game
It is.
Staying one step ahead
Yeah.
of those algorithms. But it's a game with high stakes for job
Oh,
seekers.
for sure.
Their livelihood and career depend on a successful application.
Absolutely. That's why this business has so much potential.
Right.
It's not just about making money, but also offering a valuable service to people navigating a stressful process.
Yeah, it's empowering to think that these templates can give people the tools to present themselves in the best light.
For sure.
So we've talked about design, platforms, and marketing,
Right.
but what about the actual process of creation?
Yes.
How do you go from a blank page to a finished template that people will actually buy?
That's where the art comes in.
Yeah.
The article doesn't really get into specific design techniques,
Okay.
but it does stress the importance of user-friendliness.
Right.
Your templates need to be easy to customize,
Yeah.
even for someone who isn't a design whiz.
Yeah, because nobody wants to spend hours, struggling with a template, trying to change fonts
Right.
or input their work experience. It has to be intuitive and easy to use.
Exactly. Choosing the right software plays a big part in that.
Right.
Canva is known for its user-friendly interface,
Yeah.
while InDesign offers more control,
Right.
but requires some technical knowledge.
Mm.
It's all about finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
between function and ease of use.
And we can't forget accessibility.
Yes.
The article mentions offering templates in different formats
Right.
to accommodate various needs.
Mm-hmm.
Some people prefer a Word document, while others might be more comfortable using Canva.
It's all about offering options
Yeah.
and creating a seamless experience for your customer.
Right.
And I think that's a key takeaway from our dive today.
Yeah.
It's not just about designing something beautiful.
Right.
It's about understanding the needs of your audience
Mm-hmm.
and creating a product that meets those needs in a user-friendly and accessible way.
It's that blend of creativity, practicality, and empathy that really sets successful template creators apart.
It does.
So let's imagine you've got this killer portfolio,
Okay.
your pricing's dialed in, and your marketing is top-notch.
Mm-hmm.
What are the next steps to turning this into a sustainable business?
That's where things get exciting.
Okay.
The article outlines strategies for scaling your business
Right.
and staying ahead of the competition.
Mm-hmm.
One crucial element is to constantly update your designs.
Right, because the job market is always changing.
Yes.
New trends pop up,
Mm-hmm.
and your templates need to evolve along with them.
They do.
It's not a create it and forget it scenario.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
need to stay current with design trends, ATS requirements,
Great.
and even the keywords recruiters are looking for.
Yeah.
It's a constant process of learning and adapting.
The article also highlights customer feedback.
Oh, yes,
Those reviews and testimonials are like gold.
they are.
They build credibility,
Hmm.
and they give potential buyers confidence.
Absolutely. And it's not just about getting positive reviews. It's about listening to your customers
Right.
and using their feedback to refine your templates.
Yeah.
What are they loving?
Right.
What could be improved?
Yeah. It's almost like treating your customers as collaborators.
It is.
Their feedback is invaluable
It is.
because they're the ones using the templates. The article also suggests offering seasonal discounts and running promotions.
Yes,
Smart marketing tactics
it is.
to keep sales going strong.
Mm-hmm. It's a way to stay top of mind
Yeah.
and give people a reason to check out your shop or website.
Right. Expanding your offerings can also be a game changer.
Yes.
Remember those bundles?
Oh, yeah.
Offering more options
Right.
and increasing the average order value.
You could even branch out to other types of digital products.
Like what?
Templates for social media posts,
Yeah.
business cards, presentation slides,
Oh, wow.
creating an ecosystem of products
Yeah.
for your target audience.
It's all about building a brand, a reputation, and an identity
Right.
that people trust and feel drawn to.
It goes beyond just selling templates.
Right.
It's about creating a community,
Yeah.
a resource and a space for people
Mhm.
who want to advance their careers
Yeah.
and present themselves professionally online.
Yeah. It's pretty inspiring to see how a seemingly simple idea can turn into a thriving business that is both creative and meaningful.
Absolutely. And it really speaks to the power of entrepreneurship
Yeah.
and the possibilities of this digital world.
It really does. It makes you wonder
Yeah.
what other untapped needs are out there,
Right.
just waiting for creative minds to build something meaningful and valuable.
So true. For now, let's get back to those success stories.
Okay.
I think what's striking is the different approaches that
Yeah.
these entrepreneurs took.
Yeah.
There's no single path to success.
Mhm.
which is encouraging.
Right. We had the Etsy seller who found success focusing on young professionals,
Yes.
the creative market designer who specializes in ATS-friendly templates,
Hmm.
and the Instagram entrepreneur who built an organic following by sharing career advice and visuals.
It shows that you can use different platforms, marketing strategies, and design styles
Yeah.
and still achieve success.
Right.
It's about finding what works for you, what aligns with your strengths and passions.
And these are just a few examples. There are so many others out there who
Right.
are building their template businesses,
Hmm.
finding their niche,
Yeah.
and making a real difference for
Yes.
job seekers around the world.
It's like a silent revolution happening right before our eyes.
Yeah.
What's stopping you from joining the movement?
That's the question, isn't it?
What will your unique contribution be?
Yeah, I think this deep dive has given us a lot to think about. It's not just about the how-to
Yeah?
of creating and selling templates, but also about tapping into this larger trend,
Right.
a shift in how we approach our careers
Yes.
and how we present ourselves professionally in a digital age.
It's about empowerment, creativity, and the opportunity to build something meaningful and impactful.
Yeah,
Pretty exciting, wouldn't you say?
definitely. And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
There's a whole world of digital products
Hmm.
and online businesses waiting to be explored.
For now, let's take a moment to consider everything we've learned and what resonates with us.
Right. What are you curious about?
Hmm.
What skills do you have that you could use in this space?
Hmm.
What kind of impact would you like to make?
Yes.
These are all great questions to consider as we wrap up our
Sure.
deep dive into the world of selling resume templates. Okay, so it really feels like we've opened this door to a whole world of possibilities, and now we're standing on the threshold just trying to take it all in.
Right.
Before we get lost in all that potential, let's bring it back down to earth and talk about the practical steps.
Yes, grounding ourselves in the how
Right.
after exploring all the why and the potential is important.
Yeah.
The article does a fantastic job of laying out those steps.
Yeah.
Define your niche, research those design trends,
Yeah.
choose your software,
Right.
and build that portfolio.
Yeah.
It feels very doable
Right.
when you break it down like that.
And one thing that really stood out to me was,
Yeah.
the barrier to entry is pretty low.
Right.
You don't need a fancy design degree or a ton of money to get started.
Right.
You can start small, learn as you go, and grow your business from there.
It's the classic learn by doing approach.
Right.
And the success stories we discussed really prove that you don't need to be an expert right out of the gate.
Right.
Think about that Etsy seller who hit 6 figures.
Right.
They started with just a handful of designs
Yeah.
and just steadily built their business
Right.
by listening to their customers and adapting to the market.
So for someone listening who's thinking,
Yeah.
this all sounds amazing, but where do I even begin?
Right.
What would your advice be? What's the very first step they should take?
I'd say the most important first step is to really understand your target audience.
Yeah.
Who are you creating these templates for? What are their needs, their pain points, and their aspirations?
It's like we talked about earlier with tailoring your outfit to the job interview.
Exactly.
You need to understand the culture and expectations of that specific industry.
Exactly. Once you have that crystal clear picture of your ideal customer,
Yeah.
then you can start thinking about design elements, the features, and the overall look and feel of your templates.
That's when the real fun begins, right?
Yes.
The brainstorming, exploring trends, experimenting with different software.
Absolutely.
It's all part of that creative process.
And the beauty of working in the digital world is you can test different ideas,
Yeah.
get feedback from potential customers,
Right.
and make adjustments along the way.
Yeah, you don't have to have everything figured out perfectly from the start.
Exactly.
It's all about learning and refining as you go.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this such a unique opportunity. It's
Yeah.
not just a side hustle.
Yeah.
It's a chance to unleash your creativity, build a business, and make a tangible impact on people's lives.
And it's a chance to be a part of something bigger.
Right.
The evolving landscape of work, the rise of the gig economy, and the growing importance of personal branding in the digital world.
Yeah, it's all
It is. It's like we've zoomed out and gained this whole new perspective.
Yeah, it's pretty inspiring.
It is. So knowing what we've discussed today, what type of resume template do you think would be most in demand right now? And why? Something to think about.
Yeah.
We've only scratched the surface here today.
Right.
There's a whole world of digital products and online businesses just waiting to be discovered.
It feels like we've opened a door to a whole new world of possibilities.
We have.
Yeah.
Hopefully this deep dive sparked your curiosity
Yeah.
and gave you some food for thought.
Mm.
Whether you're considering this side hustle or just fascinated by the changing world of work,
Right.
we encourage you to keep exploring,
Yeah.
keep learning,
Mm-hmm.
and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Until next time, keep diving deep.